on my mind, why don't you fix it, baby? If you can turn back the time, you wouldn't listen, baby. You wouldn't listen to the words, I swear. Your shit wouldn't be out of the girl, I swear. I swear to God, you had some girl, I swear. But this
What is up, YouTube? It is your boy CJ.ENT back at it doing another video. Back at it again with another one. Today, I'm gonna be doing a little something different. I'm gonna be doing the story time. Now, this is for real one of the funniest things that has ever happened to me. I mean, it was serious at the time, but it was funny to me, for real. And if you realize that I changed my name to Tarzan, that I'll explain that in the next video. But let's just get into this video. But so I was in 6th grade. I didn't know nobody. As soon as I got to 6th grade, I didn't know nobody. Like, I didn't rock with nobody at the bus stop. I didn't know nobody at the school. I didn't know nobody. Like, I was that kid that, like, was solo at the beginning of the school year. But as the year went on, I got friends. But these two, one boy, one girl, they were sister and brother. Their name was LaDiamond and Ratwan. Ratwan and LaDiamond, bruh. We used to walk home together every day. Those was my dudes. But yeah. Since the day we, like, you know, first started talking, I mean, I didn't know nobody, so I was like, should I rock with them? And I was like, well, he's in 7th and I'm in 6th, and his sister's in the same class that I'm in. So I was like, shoot, I might as well. They seem to be cool. And as like a few, like 5 or 6 months went by, we were still in 6th grade. This Mexican boy came to the school. I hated this Mexican boy so much, bro, for real. Like, he was Mexican. He was racist, though. He was racist. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was racist. So he just kept on saying things about black people. Like, I mean, he was like, and he was serious about it too. He was like, F black people, this and that, etc., etc. And then we kept on hearing it, like, we didn't want to get in trouble, so we just let it slide. And then he kept on doing it. He just kept on. One day really pissed me off, because he walked past me. I was just walking to the store, you know, to get me a Gatorade, because we had a Walgreens right beside our, like walking distance, right beside our bus stop. It was like a 30 steps from the bus stop to the Walgreens. But I was walking, and he come and bumped me. He said, "Excuse you." And I was like, "No, nigga, excuse you." I don't like using that word, the N-word, but it came out that day. And then I came back from the store from my Gatorade, and a bus wasn't there. The bus was late that day too, so we were just chilling, you know. But the Mexican boy kept on talking, and LaDiamond, she was built, like, she wasn't fat, but she was like built, like, not muscular, but she was big, you know. And me being how I am, her brother, Her brother was in 7th grade. He could fight. He could fight. You know, we used to play fight on the bus. I remember I had put him in a headlock. I had put him in a headlock one time. But he could fight. I ain't even gonna lie. That boy could fight. So he was like chilling, back against the tree or whatever. He was on the phone with his mom, I guess. And then he said something about black people. And then, yeah, this is the funniest thing. LaDava turned around. She was like, she turned around looking like Respucia from Norbit. She said, "Hi." I was like, what was it? So he said, hold up, mom. I gotta handle some business. And I was like, yo, what did you finna handle? Like, cause we were in the same grade. We were in the same Spanish class. And I was like, yo, what are you about to handle? But I didn't like fighting. But that really came out of me that day. So he stepped up to me. I pushed him on the ground. And he said, I'm telling the principal. And I was like, go ahead, tell the principal. And I'll tell the principal how racist you was being. He was like, I wasn't being racist. LaDama said, shut up with all that. Because you was being racist. And when I tell you, he started cussing and cussing and cussing. He said LaDiamond. He didn't say LaDiamond, but he told LaDiamond, shut up, big. I was like, yo. And I was like, Ratuan, you gonna let that happen? Ratuan said, alright, you ain't finna call my sister no B. And he said sorry to Ratuan, because Ratuan was a cool dude. He didn't like getting into like arguments and stuff like that. But he said, alright, he chilled out with Ratuan, because Ratuan he had some muscle. I ain't even gonna lie, he was built. But LaDiamond took off. You know how Mexican people got that hair, that like slick hair? Where I tell you, LaDiamond did the windmill, boom, 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 on his head top. She did that to his head. She hit him on the top of his head like 4 or 5 times. Boom, 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 boom. He had a bang. That made me so weak. When she finished hitting him on the top of his head, he had a bang. He had a full-on bang. Like his hair, all his hair was like straight down, but at the end, his hair was like down. He had a bang. He had a full-on bang. And then that's when we started having problems at that school. That's why we moved, because of racist people. We actually have racist neighbors, like right beside us. But I actually like that neighborhood though, no lie. But it was that day that pissed me off, cause excuse my language, cause once I got off the bus, we was talking about it. Like, LaDiamond didn't like nobody except for me and Ratuan. Me and Ratuan, that's it. He didn't like nobody at that bus. Nobody. It was like 2 other big girls. She would always talk about them. They would hear it, and then they would talk about her. They never got into a fight or nothing, but she just didn't like nobody but us 2. Especially didn't like that Mexican kid. And then he had a nerve to look at me in Spanish class. I was like he gave me that look. He gave me that look. He gave me that ghost look from Power. He for real did. And I was like, but the thing is, LaDiamond was in the same Spanish class. Wait, was she? No, she wasn't. Scratch that. Scratch that. After Spanish class, we had a class with my teacher. His name was, I ain't gonna say his name, but we was in that same class, and I told her about it, and I told her, cause I really didn't want to mess with nothing, cause I got sent down to the office that day, the next day, and the next day, and cause my mom was still mad about it. They was like, y'all really finna let this happen? A racist kid treat my African American son like this. But that's where we started having problems in the neighborhood. Like, the day I was walking home, they followed me home. They actually, like, drove their car. The Mexican kid got in the car with his mom and his dad, and they followed me home in their car. And I was like, yo, like, what are they about to do? Like, I can shoot, boom, I would have knocked all three of them out. I don't touch girls, but Mama, you would have got it too if you watching this. Shoot. What was it? But then, you know, it was calm for the next few months. But then it started back like the end of the school year. This happened like the middle of the school year. But then at the end of the school year, it started back with the problems, racist problems. And that's where, you know, Latoya Ladonna moved. Their grandma wasn't feeling that. They was living with their grandma at the time. But their grandma wasn't feeling that. I mean, I wouldn't feel that neither, for real. But we stayed there. I stayed there longer than Latoya Ladonna stayed there. I actually like that apartment complex, for real. I liked it a lot. I want to move back in another apartment complex, because that place was like one of my favorites. Like, one of my favorite houses I've ever lived in. I just love the house. Like, I just loved, like, the house. It was, I mean, I probably loved the house because I had a lot of memories in it. But, yeah, we moved. I moved at the beginning of 7th grade. And now I'm here. So, yeah. But it was a lot going on back then with that kid. I don't know what was his problem. I don't know if he was raised and not like black people. Because I really didn't have a problem with him. I was a chill kid, and I still am. But we could have been friends, for real. I'm taught to like everybody, except for Donald J. Trump. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I respect him. I don't like him. But yeah. We could have been friends, but yeah, you know, he wanted to act like a little punk. But so we moved because of racist people. We actually had some nice neighbors as soon as we moved there, but then they moved because they were in the army. You know, they was moving back and forth because they was in the army. But then these racist people came along. I mean, I actually missed that place because of the school and the memories I had home and school. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy moment. The thing is, my stepdad, he was actually mad at me. I don't know why. He said, I told him about the whole situation. He came down like, what, the next couple of days. And he looked at me. He was like, I was like, what? He said, for real, don't lie to me. Did you hit him? I was like, what? He said, did you hit him? And I was like, I pushed him onto the ground. He was like, you should have hit him. Like, I'm mad at you now because you should have hit him. But I'm the dirty person. Because, like, I'll actually go to school and do something to you. Spit in your food. Do something like that. Because if you mess with me, you mess with the wrong person. Because I don't talk to nobody, for real. I for real don't talk to nobody. People accept me for who I am. Because I'm a cool kid. I just chill with anybody, you know. I just said I don't talk to anybody, but I chill. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Because you know the one thing I hate? White people who try to act black. Stay white. You already got white people privileges. Your privilege is being white. You're getting the world as it is. Let me stop. But yeah. And my stepdad rode me to he picked me up from school that one day. And then I said, that's him right there, but he was on his phone. He wasn't, like, paying attention. Now he looked. Yeah, it was crazy. I actually got a lot of story times about the old school. But yeah, it's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. You can even comment if you want to. You already know what to do. Stay cool. Peace. Lay out.